Module 5, Integrated Pest, Weed, and Disease Management, IPWDM. Principles of integration. Integration is based on combining multiple control tactics to suppress pest, weed, and disease populations below levels that cause economic damage. Core principles include prevention, using resistant varieties, crop rotation, and proper land preparation, monitoring, regular scouting and assessment of pest, weed, and disease incidents, threshold-based interventions, implementing control measures only when populations exceed action thresholds, synergy, combining strategies to enhance effectiveness and reduce reliance on chemicals, cultural control measures. These are preventive strategies designed to make the environment less favorable for pests, weeds, and diseases. Crop rotation and intercropping to break pest and disease cycles. Proper planting dates and densities to reduce competition and disease spread. Soil fertility management to enhance plant vigor and natural resistance sanitation practices, including removal of crop residues and weed control. Mechanical and physical controls. Hands-on techniques that reduce pest, weed, and disease pressure. Hand weeding, hoeing, and mulching to suppress weed growth traps. Barriers and nets to protect crops from insects and larger pests. Soil solarization and pruning to reduce pathogen load. Biological control measures, leveraging natural enemies and ecological interactions to reduce pest and disease populations. Predators, parasitoids, and beneficial insects for pest control. Mycorrhizal fungi, antagonistic microbes, and nematode trapping organisms. Allelopathic cover crops to suppress weed growth. Chemical control measures. Judicious and targeted use of pesticides, herbicides, and fungicides. Selection of appropriate chemicals based on pest, weed, or disease type. Correct application timing and dosage to maximize efficacy and minimize resistance. Safety considerations and environmental impact assessment. Rotation of chemicals to prevent resistance development. Economic thresholds and decision-making. IPWDM emphasizes decision-making based on economic and ecological considerations. Economic injury level, EIL. Pest, weed, or disease population level, at which the cost of damage equals the cost of control. Economic threshold, ET. Action level at which management interventions should be implemented. Decision support tools, field scouting, and monitoring charts for precise intervention. Integration strategies across pests, weeds, and diseases. The module explores interactions among pests, weeds, and diseases, recognizing that weeds can serve as alternate hosts for pests and pathogens. Pest damage can predispose plants to disease infections. Combining interventions can reduce overall input costs while improving sustainability. Sustainability and environmental considerations. Reducing chemical input to prevent environmental contamination. Conserving beneficial organisms and pollinators. Maintaining soil health and biodiversity as part of a long-term crop protection strategy. Case studies and practical applications. You analyze real-world scenarios illustrating successful IPWDM programs in cereals, legumes, vegetables, and horticultural crops. The focus is on field implementation, cost-benefit analysis, and lessons learned from diverse agroecological zones.